Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to be going over WIN-911 2021 and the mobile gateway settings. Here we go. So in the WIN-911 workspace, in the menu options on the left, if you go down to gateways, I already have a mobile gateway in here. And you can see it's extremely simple as far as the settings required. You give it a name, the username and password. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about here is the steps that you need to go through prior to getting this username and password set up in here. And then once you do have this password set to its permanent version from Microsoft Online, then you can come back and plug it in here and test gateway. So the first thing that's going to happen when you purchase the product and you get your welcome email from WIN-911 is if you've opted in to get a mobile site, they're going to send you a username and a temporary password for the mobile gateway. Okay, so this should be your serial number at win911mobile.com is the username, and then it's going to be a temporary password. So when you first get that, you take that information from the email, take that temporary password, and all you want to do is come into the workspace, and we're going to delete my example real quick here and show you what it's going to look like from the beginning. So you hit the plus sign to add a gateway, click mobile, and there you go. So my site name, anything you want to put in the site name, it's whatever you want to call this. The username and the password. So you don't just want to plug in that username and the temporary password here. That's not going to work. You want to go to this online gateway management link, and this should, if you have internet access here from this machine, take you straight to a login for the Microsoft Online. Now you can see here that the login.microsoft online is the root of this entire page. So even if you did not have internet access on this machine to just click on this embedded link, you can go to any machine with internet access and you can go to login.microsoftonline.com, and it'll take you to a screen that looks just like this. And now what you're going to do is put in the username that was sent to you, which would be the serial number at win911mobile.com. And you would take that and put it over here in the sign in and click next. And then this is where you're going to enter your temporary password. Now my password's already set up. So what I'm going to do is pull up the documentation that you should be going through underneath this video. And here in the documentation, you'll see that I mention if you have not set up your permanent password for the mobile account using login.microsoftonline.com or the blue online gateway management link, the one that's in the workspace, then follow this version 4.20.13 article, just section A. That's all you need to change that provided temp password. So we're just going to open that up and show you exactly what you're going to be following and what it looks like from somebody who has a temporary password. So you can see here, starting in section A, the gateway account credentials used by WIN-911 will include a temporary password that must be changed before accessing the mobile cloud service. So you can go straight to this link here, and on this website, just like I showed you, is going to be the serial number at win911mobile.com. You click next, enter the temporary password that you have in the email, sign in, and it's going to pop up with this screen where you need to verify the original temp password and set your permanent one. So this is you choosing your own password. This is directly linked to Microsoft Online. It's just a Microsoft account. You set the password. We don't know what it is. We don't manage that, and we can't change it or anything like that. This is your password for a Microsoft Online account. So once you choose your permanent password and it fits all of the requirements that Microsoft wants on this page, and you go click on sign in, it's going to take you to this next step. We will be prompted to enter a phone number or an email address if you need to recover the account, so you can set it up to just text you to your cell phone or put an email, whatever you want to do for your recovery option. So once you've entered that phone number or email, the password will be reset, and then it is ready for use in WIN-911. And again, this is the old version 4 information going down here, so you don't need to continue with B and beyond. Just stick with this up here. And that is directly from the new documentation that you should be going through. So once you get the permanent password set up, then you can put in the permanent password here in the workspace. And then you can test Gateway. And as long as you have internet access and nothing's getting blocked, that's all there is to it for the Gateway settings. So you get this green check mark, communication established with mobile cloud, and that's it. So you can save those changes and your mobile gateway is created. Now, the issue that you might run into is if you do not have outgoing internet access from this machine that's running the mobile runtime, you're going to try to click test gateway and it's going to come back with an error. And as long as the username and the password have been set up and you've gone through that step to change it on Microsoft Online and you've typed it correctly, right? If you don't get a good test connection, really the only possible issue you're going to be running into is going to be the internet access. So this mobile runtime needs access to quite a few different websites. It is outbound initiated, so it's secure, but it needs access to quite a few different sites and IP ranges in order for it to authenticate and get everything that it needs to talk to the Azure cloud service and to function correctly. I'm going to go back and reference our documentation again to show you that if you come over here to our knowledge base and just type in mobile, there's a security overview document. Now this was created earlier when we first released the new mobile app, and this is going to give you all the information that you should need for the IP addresses or URLs that you need access to in order for mobile to work. So there's a lot in here. We don't need to go through all of it. The main part that I want you to take a look at if you're having issues getting the gateway to test successfully is these tables down here. So under standalone deployment, meaning that you're just running this all on the same machine, you don't have the hub or the mobile runtime installed on a remote machine, we need to make sure we have access out to these URLs. And use this, reference this, get with your IT department, your firewall guys, whoever's in charge of getting access opened up, and this should be all they need. And they can open up the access to the internet from that mobile machine, and you should be good to go at that point. There is a note here below, so see Azure WCF relay note below. If you can just do a wildcard for star.servicebus.windows.net, that would give you the whitelist for pretty much every domain name that you need. If not, you can see the attached CSV for 64 different domain names. Microsoft is going to be, changing things up all the time, so using a wildcard whitelist would be the best option for you. To wrap this up, once you get internet access opened up for the WIN-911 machine, you should be able to enter in the serial number at win911mobile.com, the password that you have set up with login.microsoft online or this blue link here. Test gateway should be successful, and you can also go straight to the online gateway management link again, and you can sign in here to gateway management. And what you're looking for is to put in your site. There you go. So mobile test site. And that's from my existing test site that I had previously under this serial number at win911mobile.com. So this is what you're looking for to show the account is good. You have access to it. There's no issues with the username and password. Once you can successfully log in, you see your site name. You have your account listed here, and you get a successful test gateway. that's it. You're good to go. The gateway is complete, and you can use that to finish the configuration. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.